Would you like to know what it's like to be me? Stop!
Stop.
Stop.
This is who we are.
This is our life.
This is our generation.
Our generation?
It's complicated.
We are indifferent to change, no matter what kind of change it is.
We're experiencing change faster than any generation before us.
We live in a world of rapid acceleration. We have to keep up.
Some call us digital natives.
Because we've never known life without the internet. Or cell phones.
We don't like to be labeled or categorized or stereotyped.
Especially by those who know us the least.
If I need advice, I'd rather get it from my social network than my parents or pastor.
Who do I trust?
I trust myself.
I trust myself.
I do what I feel is right.
I trust my ability to decide what's right for me.
I feel successful when I feel happy. Isn't that really the point?
We are 33 million strong.
This year, corporations will spend $15 billion.
Trying to get me to buy something.
By the time I graduate high school, I'll have seen 360,000 commercials.
My parents have no idea what I do on the internet.
My parents don't know I use their credit cards on the internet.
My parents aren't clued in enough to know what I do on the internet. Or maybe they just don't care.
I get a lot of friend requests from people I don't know, and I chat with them often. I plan on meeting one of them in person soon, and I haven't told my parents, who are definitely not on my friends list. This is who we are.
This is our life.
This is our generation.
Right now, there's about 33 million teenagers that live in the United States.
Very, very technologically savvy, very wired, very mobile.
They're able to do 50 things at once.
Like a fish lives in water and doesn't really think about the fact that it's in water, these teenagers live in an environment of constant change.
They're extremely connected generation. They love community, and their sense of community kind of crosses boundaries that have existed in the past, whereas in the past you were able to kind of compartmentalize a lot of teenager culture. That's gone away.
So instead of where it was always a person to person, we're realizing that they are now meeting and talking to friends on the internet that they've never actually met, other than through whether it's Facebook, MySpace, Tumblr, blogs, all of these different places.
Well, I think just like any generation of teenagers, relationships is the biggest thing in their world.
You know, they're relational, but it's in a different way. They're sharing their life with each other in a totally different way.
They're almost trying on identities in social networking sites to sort of decide who they're going to be. And once they decide who they're going to be, they're very passionate about it.
Well, the thing we mostly found among 13 to 17-year-olds is that they were not against religion, they were not hostile to religious faith or Christian faith, but they were friendly to it, but they didn't really know a lot. They hadn't been well formed, they hadn't been really well taught, they had a hard time expressing what they believed or what it meant to them, and so I think we sort of uncovered a lack of formation and teaching of youth.
Well, I think a lot in the past, teenagers have been aware of other worldviews, but not anywhere as aware as they are now. Because now they go online and they share what they believe, and they get 20, 30 replies from several different worldviews, different faiths, different religions, or different non-religions, and I think they're bombarded by that.
Well, today's teens, whatever their own family's religious faith or their own religious faith tradition is, are growing up in a world that's highly pluralistic, that there's a lot of different beliefs, a lot of different moral beliefs, a lot of different worldviews that that it's not just out there in Time magazine, it's in their high school, it's in their own local community.
Because there's all these different opinions on what the answer to that question is, of who God is.
It's hard to connect the dots, I think, for them and to say, I believe this, but this is how it's supposed to be played out in my life.
The majority are very biblically illiterate.
And I think, if anything, a lot of students aren't grounded in what they think they believe about the Bible, about God, about life. So when they're challenged, it makes them just sort of back off. And once they back off, they start just thinking, well, maybe everything's kind of just true.
What do I believe?
You would say I'm a rebel.
You would say I'm a rebel, seeking out anything but the religion I grew up in.
But you'd be wrong.
Because you don't know me.
Because you don't know me.
Because you don't know me. Actually, most of us believe what our parents believe.
Most of us consider ourselves Christians, especially if that's how we grew up.
I see God as kind of like this big therapist in the sky.
Yes, I believe Christianity is a path to God. But why should I believe that it's the only path to God?
I don't really talk about my faith at school.
I believe in Christianity. My friend believes in Islam. Who am I to judge?
Who am I to say it's wrong to be gay? I'm not really sure it is.
But we're not confused. We're sure of who we are.
They call it therapeutic individualism. But like I already told you, we don't like labels.
About a third of us have contemplated suicide. And I'm one of them.
But like I said, I am a Christian.
I am a Christian.
At least I think I am.
But what does that really mean?
But what does that really mean? You tell me.
But you have to do it fast.
Because this world doesn't exactly...
Stop.
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 Stop. We're waiting.
We're waiting.